Welcome to the channel, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Please, today we're going to be rating some of our players. And yes, some of you will be saying, Ay man, why are you rating a game that is passed? Hey guys, I couldn't post yesterday. I got a stomach bug. And you know when you have a stomach bug, and yeah, so that's what happened to me. But yeah, we're back into it. But before we get into the player ratings, please like, comment, and subscribe. You know how it is in this channel, Buffet to like, comment, and subscribe. So Kaizer Chiefs game happened. We drew 1-1. We drew 1-1 with the, what was it, TS Galaxy? Yeah, I think it was TS Galaxy. And it was one of those games that, sometimes I'm busy saying TS Galaxy. It was Amazulu. Why am I forgetting this? Because now I'm remembering about Pablo Martin. So the game with Amazulu, we drew 1-1. And the thing I didn't like about this game is, I think I repeat this every week. I repeated that I don't enjoy Kaizer Chiefs setup. And I don't enjoy some of the players that Kevin Johnson continues to play. Because, Bafetu, let's ask ourselves some real questions. Let's ask ourselves a real question. Number one, Usitebe has not renewed a contract and it said that the Chiefs is going to be releasing him. So, Simdlalelan, why are we playing Sitebe? Rather play Umtetwa and tell Umtetwa to not go up. He will be basically playing that Katsande role past the creative people. Because this is what I've been complaining about Umtetwa, is that Umtetwa is being exposed by the team in doing the things that he's not good at. But let's get into the ratings. Ubvuma was there. And yeah, Ubvuma, the least said about him, the better. I know you guys saw me make another video where I said the players who we should keep. And I said Ubvuma, I would only keep him as the third choice goalkeeper. And I was listening to our Andile Ngube, and Andile Ngube was saying, but Bruce Vuma has never been given a chance. Like, why doesn't Chiefs give him a chance? And I'm like, no, that's nonsense, guys. Chiefs players are always given a chance. It just means that this guy is not good enough at practice. And when the game starts, Obvuma slowly starts to show us who he is. When he was hitting those clean sheets, he was definitely saving us. Like, there's a part in this season where he started, he was very good. And we liked what he did. We liked Obvuma and what he was doing. But the king of Obvuma is that then the real Obvuma came out and he started making mistakes. Like the mistakes of Vuma, like on that game against Amazulu, he was just dropping the ball. I was like, this guy. Sometimes even Warriors at third choice. But the thing is that because Chiefs is stingy with money, it will be difficult for you to keep a third choice goalkeeper who is very good. Like, that will be so difficult. A lot of the times, the third choice goalkeeper is there just to patch. And in case things get bad, it's not oftentimes a very excellent keeper. Number 1 and 2 are the best of the best, but then the third one is just a patch in case someone has an injury or a suspension. Isn't this John? So I still feel Vuma is good enough to patch, but it's not good enough to be choice number 1 or 2. That is my opinion. And then Vuma will give him a rating of 4. Yeah, that's the rating I'll give him. I don't want to go into anything further. Next one is Shanti. Shanti, I'm also going to give a rating of 4. There's so much he could have done for this game. But Shanti, you know what? Shanti's time is over. Ne? And when I say his time is over for a big PSL team. Shanti is better off with a smaller team. That's what I think. I think a smaller team will do Shanti well. Because a big team, guys, let's be honest. A team like Chiefs, Pirates, even a Super Sport. Maybe you can actually do Super Sport, I'm lying. But a big team like Chiefs, I don't think Uslanti will be good enough. But yeah, so Uslanti I'm going to give a 4. And then next one is Ditlok. Ditlok still looks rusty to me. I'm going to give him a 5. He still looks very rusty to me. So I don't... one thing about Tuti Tloko, sometimes we have to have the serious conversation. And the serious conversation about Tuti Tloko is this. Guti, he hasn't proved himself the way Msimango, his other centre-back, has proved himself to be someone who's going to be a Chiefs. But at the same time, we can't be hard on him because Chiefs has just terrible coaching. Meaning that our defense is either too exposed, our midfield is too exposed, or our strikers just don't have supply. It's just, you can't excel in that moment. It reminds me of a time back in the late 2000s when Okune was keeper sometime there. And Chiefs, I think that season finished outside the top 8. And Okune was saving Chiefs left, right, and center. But even that, he was conceding goals because he couldn't do anything. Even a great player suffers when the team is playing nonsense. So, yeah. So, Titlok, I'm going to give a 5. Unjabulo Ngobo, actually, in the past games, he's actually been one of our better center backs. Yes, he's not fast. Yes, he's not the quickest player on the ball. But he hasn't been that terrible. And so, for that, I'll give him a 6, a 6. Fun fact is that we found out that, I actually didn't know this till I listened to Andy Ngube's show on Metro FM, that Edmilson Dove will no longer play for Chiefs for the rest of the season because they said because he got a previous yellow card instead of a previous red card, instead of a 2-game suspension, he gets a 3-game suspension because now he got 2 red cards in one season. So Edmilson Dove will technically not play for Chiefs for the rest of the season. So I found that interesting. The next one is Quinica. Quinica is playing at right back. It's interesting that Frosler just disappeared again. These things are very weird. Like, why did Frosler just disappear? Like, is he injured? I don't know. But anyway, maybe he got a suspension that I don't know of. Maybe he got yellow cards and that's what his suspension is. Maybe that's it. But I didn't see it. But maybe that's it. So, Njabulong Ngoba, I'll give him a 6. Quinica, I'll give him a 5. He just did a standard job. There's nothing much we can say. Next one is Mteto. Mtetwa is being exposed by Kaizer Chiefs. They force him to look more like an attacker, and when he's forced to look more like an attacker, we as Chiefs supporters end up wanting him to do very attacking things like finding a through pass, finding the best player in the best position, and it's not his game. His game is to destroy everything that is in front of him, pass the creative player, and leave it like that. Why do you think Mtetwa doesn't have a goal in his career in the PSL? Because it's not his job. His job is not to score goals. His job is to clean up. That is his job. If your job is to clean up and then they tell you to go make burgers, you can understand why when someone is starting to chisel the patties and stuff, you can't now blame him because he got hired as a cleaner. So that's what Mtetwa is. So his game was a game of 4.5. Yeah, it was that kind of a game. Sitebe also, I'll give a 4.5. Him and Mtetwa don't function well together. So that's the bad thing about that. Mtushabalala, I'm going to give a consistent 6.5. He hit the pole. He was our most creative. Now ask yourself the question. If he's our most creative player, if he's not injured, if he's not tired, why is he substituted? You know why he's substituted? Because we've seen a trend over the past few seasons, even with Arthur Zwane, which starts making me think that it's actually more Dillon Sheppard now. Because it can't be that all the last 3 coaches we had, Arthur Zwane, Molefenseki, and now Kevin Johnson. Why do they do one thing that is very consistent? The one thing that is very consistent, they always sacrifice the young ones. Whenever they make a substitution, they sacrifice the young player who is even doing amazing. They sacrifice that player and then they put in another player. For example, why can't they sacrifice Omodi? Because he was not doing anything in the game. Why can't they do that? And this thing is a trend from Arthur Zwane days. Others 1 days, Chiefs doesn't make half-time substitutions. They only make 60 minutes. Chiefs has done with Molefintseki. Chiefs did this with Kevin Johnson. Who is the only person who's still on the bench during these times? It's Dillon Sheppard. So my question is Dillon Sheppard sabotaging Kaizer Chiefs? That is a question we need to start asking. But anyway, I'll get to that at the end. So the next one is Modi. Modi had a game of 5 or I'll just give him a 5. He didn't really do much. Modi had a game of 5. Ranga had a game of. He was not supplied. It's difficult to judge someone who was not supplied. When it was time for him to combine, he did combine. So it's difficult, but his job is to score or create goals, and he was just not supplied with enough. So I'm just going to give him a 5. The reason why I'm giving him a 5 is because he also self-sabotages. There's things he does in the game that just makes you feel snags. Like, he got a chance in the first half, he got the ball, Chiefs was combining, he took the ball from almost halfway line and took a shot. Then you're like, Ranga, why? Anyway, then we have another player, in actually Dupree. He scored the goal, good anticipation, but like Uranga, without supply, these guys won't have an impact in the game. Why do I say that? One thing we at Chiefs do not have, we do not have wingers who can create their own chances. If I have to put Modi one-on-one with a defender, Modi will not score that goal. If I have to put Dupree one-on-one with the defender, Dupree will not score that goal. The only player who has some chance of doing something is Saile, but because now he rushes like 8 times out of 10 he won't actually create that chance. So that's the one thing our wingers / left and right forward strikers have. That's a problem. The substitutions I won't add. Fundo Villagazi came, etc. Castillo came, but there wasn't much of an impact for me to really give them a rating for the game. But I wanted to say this. Is Dillon Sheppard sabotaging Kaizer Chiefs? Because a lot of the things that are happening at Kaizer Chiefs, he is now become the only thing that we recognize that has been there through Arthur Zwane, through Molefe Ntseki, and now Kevin Johnson. This thing of substituting players at a certain time, Dillon Sheppard. These things of our defenses just being weak all the time, Dillon Sheppard has been there. This thing of us sacrificing the young players, because Kevin Johnson joining Kaizer Chiefs first team, me especially as well, I thought this guy believed in players like Abu Makudubela, Kodisang. He started Kodisang at the age of 15. He started Abu Zongo, brought Zongo back into the game. He started so many young players. But now when he gets to Chiefs, it's like he doesn't remember that he's the person who helped produce some of the most talented young players. Like Abu Kodisang, who is in Portugal, and Abu Makudubela, who is playing for big teams in Tanzania, I believe. But now when Kevin Johnson is here by Chiefs, where's Mfundo Villagaz? Where's the brave coach of Platinum Stars who could put in Mfundo Villagaz? Where is that brave coach? Where's the brave coach who can play Mfundo Villagazi and Mdu Shabalala in one game? Where is that brave coach? And my thing is that I feel like that coach is being influenced by Dillon Sheppard. In the past, I didn't think it was a Dillon Sheppard thing, but now there's too many things that we've brought in from last season, how Arthur Zwane used to do things, that we brought in through. Molefe Ntseki was doing the same things, and now Kevin Johnson's doing the same exact things as all these coaches. How can all these coaches be thinking the same way? So my question is this. Is Dillon Sheppard sabotaging Kaizer Chiefs? You guys let me know.